So, pre-direct thoughts. Again, I always say this every time, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. They just said it was going to be Luigi's Mansion and Pokemon. I'm sure they'll have more than that, but, you know, the two things they said, I'm not really terribly interested in the new Pokemon, and I feel like I've already seen enough of Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't really see any more of that. Honestly, I kind of rather not, because, you know, the blinder I go into that thing, the better, because I'm already, like, sold on that game. I think it looks super great, and I'm going to totally play it myself, like, already. I don't know if they're probably not going to show a Smash character. I feel like it's something that's going to come in like a December Direct, November Direct. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not like Arlo, or I'm not some Nintendo analyst or anything like that, so I'm probably super duper wrong, but let's see. See, the thing is, it says 40 minutes of info focused on 2019 Switch games, which is going to be stuff just coming out the remainder of the year. They'll probably have, like, one kind of interesting surprise that, like, oh, a game that has not been announced yet that's coming out before 2020. So, yeah, based on that, I highly doubt we're going to be getting any, like, new Zelda stuff, because, like, a lot of people are hoping for information on that new Breath of the Wild sequel, but if it's 2019 games, they're probably not going to get that. Though that makes me think maybe Smash Bros. Characters, because, you know, they want all those out by early 2020, something like that, so they might show a new one. I don't know. I'm not going to get super, like, hopeful, because if they don't, then I'm just going to be mad, so whatever. Oh, it's starting. What, are they putting Overwatch on the Switch? I mean, I felt that was inevitable. It's like Overwatch is immensely popular, and they're just working on getting everything to the Switch at this point. I'm not really interested in Overwatch at all, so this is like... whatever. That's cool for people that like Overwatch, I guess. Just never really been into, like, competitive games. I remember people were thinking, because of that Overwatch Switch case, there's going to be an Overwatch character in Smash. But, you know, I don't know why people assume that instead of, oh, maybe Overwatch coming to Switch. You know, that's a lot more likely, so that's what that is. Unless there's still going to be an Overwatch character in Smash, which I wouldn't be too thrilled about that, because of how indifferent I am to that game.
Hello, everyone. I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Shinya Takahashi. And that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment. The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so please look forward to it.
That's coming out this year. Like I said, 2019 stuff.
Please take a look.
Right when he snapped, the quality got better. That was weird.
Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites. I mean, a pyramid.
Oh, they're doing a Egyptian thing. That's cool. I love ancient Egypt styled stuff.
Harsh sands and booby traps.
Oh, like the sand physics that looks really interesting.
Well, there's a disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant. You get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out.
It's a big sharky ghost.
Well, check out.
Speaking so that's the kind of like really like
screen party. This party mode
bombastic big personality stuff I was kind of hoping from a new Luigi's Mansion. Because I felt like that second game was good, it just didn't have the personality that first one did.
Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00
just like a
and break the most targets.
Mario Party mode.
Hey, even Luigi needs a break
Luigi's Mansion Party.
Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 30th.
That seems like it might be a little tacked on. Like, remember like the crappy Mario Party mode that Sonic the Secret Rings had? I'm getting vibes like that from that.
Get a load of this new free-to-start Kirby game.
Free to start?
Kirby
game?
Kirby, and Kirby are in for some wicked
like they did that with Fatal Frame 5. Now they're doing that with Kirby? That's...
Take up quests in town, and collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs. That's right. Get your weapons.
Is this like an RPG?
And get ready. some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests, so get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job. The key to victory is to know your role and work as a team.
That's interesting.
Play alone, together on one system.
Is it like just boss battles though?
Via local wireless, or even play online.
Oh, is it like boss battles throughout the whole series? Because that magma guy looked like that Kirby 64 boss. And yeah, that's Nightmare.
Challenging quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later.
So is that like
today.
an all-time series
And
boss
remember,
rush
free to start
RPG
too.
thing? That's an interesting idea. That's neat.
This long-awaited, recently released
Oh, to show more
RPG
Trials
is
of
getting
Mana.
a remake. After 25 years, fans of the Mana series can look
When I
forward
first
to the
saw this, I didn't
HD
realize it
of
was
the
a
third
remake.
game
I thought it was
in
a
the
new
trilogy,
Mana game.
Trials of Mana. From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which.
I got the Secret of Mana collection, and I started playing Secret of Mana, and I wasn't really into it. I thought it was like a little boring. Apparently, I'm not the only one that feels that way. Apparently, a lot of people have been getting that thing and not thinking much of Secret of Mana. I'm gonna try and get further into it. A lot of people tell me like that beginning is just boring and it doesn't get better. So I'm gonna try and get a little further into it at some point.
Unlike the classic version,
Because I know a lot of people that like love that game.
including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party. Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn.
I think like the way they kind of translated the art style to 3D here, they did a good job with
Find out what's in
that.
store for the beloved world of Trials of Mana.
If they ever did like a Chrono Trigger remake, it should kind of look like a more Akira Toriyama-ish kind of like that. I think that would work.
Is what happened to the crew. of
Oh,
this
they're putting
doomed
Obra Dinn
ship.
on Switch.
The Obra
I
Dinn
really wanted to
vanished
play
at
this
sea
game. It
in
looks so
1803,
cool.
Only to wash up 4 years
I
later.
just
in
never
found
found the
community.
time.
No sign of survival. There's a small town out there with a
What is
big
this?
secret. Never leave town. That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this
This looks
peaceful
like,
town, and the castle protecting it.
What was that
One
DS game?
day,
Fantasy Life?
There suddenly
Was it
appeared a
3DS?
giant monster to defend the townspeople.
At like level
One
5
boy
of
named
that. Anybody
Axe
remember
will
that? I'm
stand up
getting
to face it.
vibes of that, but okay. No, this actually
The
looks
only
quite a bit
weapons
different
you'll
than that.
need. Almost all
I
the
thought that said
music in the game
shampoo.
was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox.
I like the sheep.
Little Town Hero will make a
I mean,
stand
it
on
makes
Nintendo
sense that
Switch
Toby
on
Fox
October
is
16th.
getting like
You can pre-purchase
hired to do
and
music for
preload
other
the game
games. I'm
later
surprised it didn't
today.
happen earlier because he's kind of like renowned for that at this point.
Fall is coming to Super Smash
I kind of
Bros.
figured that
Ultimate.
if they were going to show Smash, it would just be more Banjo.
We can finally confirm the release date of Challenger Pack 3, Banjo and Kazooie. And the release date is today. After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie.
Do I have
featuring
Smash Bros
game
in here?
director Masahiro
No, I
Sakurai.
have collection of mana in here.
As a
No.
special treat, the video will begin immediately.
Where's my
following
copy of
the
Smash
Nintendo
Bros?
Direct you're watching right now. Tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie. Please check it out. But first,
Wait, are they showing a new character or is it just more Banjo stuff? They're gonna go back to the very beginning, aren't they? Game & Watch. Super Nintendo? The Neo Geo, yeah, so the SNK leak was right. Is it a Metal Slug character like people thought? Or is it the guy from Final Fight? It's Terry, isn't it? Wait. Oh. Yeah, I don't recognize these characters as a thing, but this is a cool trailer. Wait, that's Samurai. Is that Samurai Showdown? No, I don't know. I know Samurai Showdown's also by SNK. This is cool how like all these characters are trying to get it. So it's like, who's it gonna go to? Like the SNK fans gotta be like wilding out right now. It's got to be Terry. And I say that because he's like the only character of SNK I like know by name. Yeah, it's Terry.
Cover!
Alright, that's, I mean... cool. I guess. I don't know, I feel like a fighting game character is significantly less interesting than a non-fighting game character, because you kind of know what to expect. Or otherwise, you have to completely make up moves and get really creative, you know? But they're like, oh, he already fights, so we're just gonna take his fighting game moves. Like, I thought Ryu was, like, the most boring inclusion, but...
So,
whatever, I'm sure that character will certainly have its audience.
Joining the battle. That means we've revealed 4 of the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass. Can there really be only one left?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not gonna show us the last one now.
We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super
These
Smash
motherfuckers
Bros.
really doing more?
Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in
Well,
development.
that's
The battle isn't over yet.
the can has been opened. What am I trying to say? I don't know. That's
So, what do you think?
well.
Regarding what was announced about additional
See-
fighters at the end of that segment, we'll have
That
more to
just
share
like
with you in
lifts
the future.
anxieties when there's like
For
only
now,
one character
let's
left. Everyone's gonna be
continue
like,
with some
oh,
more
who's it gonna
Nintendo
be?
Switch headlines.
No, they're doing more. Wow. I did not expect that at all.
It's about time to wake the Windfish. by
That
the Legend of
maybe
Zelda
Rayman
Link's
has a bigger chance
Awakening,
now. I
which
really
means
want
the next
Rayman in
big
Smash.
adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast
I mean, whatever it
approaching.
is, I'm just so happy we got
You'll
Banjo.
meet some strangely endearing islanders.
But you know.
Face a series of puzzling tasks. And encounter some oddly
Oh yeah, they got
familiar
Wharton there.
faces.
I love how they.
Whatever
Oh,
happens,
there's Kirby. I
don't
love how
let
they
escape
still have
Cumberland
like the
Valley
old
before its mysteries
bootleg
get the best of it.
Nintendo-looking characters in here.
With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons.
Because this looks cool and I would like to
Add in
play
plus
it, but I don't
effects that
know. I
alter
think
chambers.
they're charging full price
Save
for this.
Chamber Dungeons to a
Instead of
compatible amiibo figure featuring
like it being a
character
discount
from the
title,
Legend
like
of Zelda
$40
series.
title. It's gonna be
That
a
way,
full price
your friends
title,
can
which I
play
think
it.
is kind of a hard sell for
Be
me.
ready. The Legend of Zelda.
Because
Link's
where I live,
Awakening
games are
will launch before you know
$79.99
it
plus
on
tax.
September
After tax
20th.
is like
The
92
new
bucks for a
Link
new
amiibo
game,
figure
and like
will
I
be
don't know if I want to pay
available
$100
that same
for Link's Awakening remake, you know.
You know the hero's might from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure.
You know this character from Smash Bros? Did you know he had a whole 11 game
Is
series?
exactly that. The most complete version of a sprawling adventure story that allows you to
I really ought to
choose
play that demo.
between HD and 2D
That's like
graphics.
10 hours
Travel
long,
to past
supposedly.
Dragon Quest
Which
worlds
sounds like a lot, but I guess 10 hours is like
and experience new character-focused stories.
little in compared to like how long those
The
full
day the
games
game
are, but that's
launches,
still pretty
free
incredible.
downloadable content can be found in the Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that
I always
can
like to
change
give
the
like
appearance
one of the Dragon
party
Quest games a
members.
shot, so that'd probably be
An
something I should
RPG
do.
giant draws
I always say
near.
I'm gonna do these things, but I never have the time to do it.
Dragon
So I'm
Quest
like, I could play this
11S
game for
echoes
fun, or I
an
could play the
elusive
game I'm
Age
supposed to be
Definitive Edition
playing to
journeys
review
onto
right now,
Nintendo
and
Switch
it's like,
September 27th. Until then, you can prepare for your adventure with the free demo on Nintendo eShop.
it's a long title. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive HS Definitive Edition. That's gotta be like more than 20 syllables.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo.
Wait, are they porting Sharp F or whatever it was called?
Fire Emblem
I don't know
series
anybody
always
that played this
crossed
thing.
paths.
Like, they announced
result is coming to
Shin Megami
Nintendo
Tensei crossing over with Fire Emblem. Everyone thought that was the coolest idea, but it ended up not really
Creative energy is so
being what
abundant,
people
it's
thought it would
materialized
be.
into something called
But
Performa.
yeah,
which attracts
I'm
wicked mirages
not surprised they're
and suck
porting
it
it,
out
I
of
guess, because I mean, like I said, no one played it. Maybe people will now because it's not on the freaking Wii U.
Up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the
You know what I
entertainment
want to see? I really want to see Wind Waker
Fire Emblem
HD ported
characters
to
like Chrom and
Switch
Cena
because
will
man,
join you
that's
from
such a
another
good,
dimension.
version of that
Together,
game.
you'll wage deep turn-based battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series.
Like the more time
And
passes, the
Nintendo Switch
higher
version,
Wind Waker
there's a
goes
new
on my
song
list
that
of favorite
wasn't
Zelda
included in
games.
the
It's probably
original.
like my second favorite Zelda game
Be
now.
sure to check out the other new features from the new story elements to the characters joining you.
When I
in
played that
battle
thing
for
when I
the
was a
first
kid, there was
time.
just like so much about
Hey,
it I
is that
didn't
Tiki?
like.
Tokyo Mirage
Is that Tiki? I don't know who that
Sharp
is, so I'll take your word
Encore
for it.
Releases on January 17th.
That's a good
You can
subtitle,
pre-purchase the
Encore.
game later today. Welcome back to where nothing is what it seems.
They're porting
By
Deadly Premonition?
2019, it all begins Again.
Was that announced before Deadly Premonition 2?
Davis opens an
Was that announced
investigation
before?
into an
What?
old serial killer case.
Deadly
He also opens a door
Premonition 2. Did we know about? Was this
that
a?
also takes us back to New Orleans. 14
They're
years
making
ago.
Deadly Premonition 2? What?
Here, our story
What?
follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York.
They're making Deadly Premonition 2.
Will take
What?
Aaliyah
They're
and
making
York
Dead.
on a winding path.
I am so like befuddled right now. Like,
Will it be truth or madness?
what? Are they making Deadly Premonition?
Deadly
I'm
Premonition 2,
I'm
a blessing
like
in
I'm not like
disguise,
super
follows
pumped
the
because I've never
trials
played
of
that game, but I know that game is
2020.
such like a huge
now for a
cult
shocker.
following. That's just such
The
a
original game in the series will launch on Nintendo eShop as Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
cool. Deadly Premonitions on Switch today. What is this world we live
Original
in?
Sin 2 Definitive Edition is
Like
finally
that game's
coming
not
to
good,
Nintendo
but it's
Switch.
really lovable, is
Check
what
it
I
out.
hear. I have a copy for PS3 and I've just never played it. I don't know anything about Divinity Original Sin. I don't know nothing about this. Become whoever you want to be. Can I be Mario? Is that Doom?
Hey Nintendo fans, I'm
Hi.
Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo
You put all the
Switch
3 Dooms
later
on
this year.
Switch already, didn't
I'm sure
they?
many of you have fond memories of spending
Port
countless
Doom
hours playing your
64.
favorite games on Nintendo 64.
Port
well,
Doom-
This year is the 25th anniversary
Doom
of
64?
one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises
64?
ever. And to celebrate,
Doom 64?
we're re-releasing one of our favorite
Doom
games,
64?
Doom 64.
Bro! Like,
For the
so many
first
people
time
don't realize,
since
but Doom
its original
64,
release in
it wasn't
1997,
just a
Doom
port of
64
Doom. Like, it had its own
officially
levels and
available on
everything, and like,
Nintendo
people tell me
console.
it's like
Relive
amazing.
your crusade against
So,
the demons
like,
in more than
about
30
freaking time they're
action-packed
doing
levels.
this.
Or if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the
I
most
am
popular
so glad
shooter
they're
franchises
porting
in
old
history.
bullshit to Switch. Like, they put Turok 2 on Switch. The Turok 2 Switch port is incredibly
64 will
smooth.
release
I
on Nintendo
love,
Switch
like, I love
on
Turok
November
2 so much. I
22nd
played it when I was
this
younger,
year.
and like, playing the Switch version, like, it's got the gyro aim assist, and it just feels like flicking the controller up to pop off a headshot on the shotgun feels amazing.
Introducing a brand new
They better
IP
have
from
gyro
developer
controls
Hi-Rez
in Doom
Studios'
64.
Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company
What the
is a
frick is
rumor at
Rogue
best,
Company?
But its operatives are the real deal. And as
They're
one of
the
these
real
elite
deal.
specialists, you'll face challenges
It
fully
is,
customized.
certainly looks like an
Plenty
online
of modes,
shooter.
maps, weapons,
And a lot of people
You'll encounter
have
new
been like
Pokemon and meet
really
new people
criticizing
throughout
the
your
heck out of this
adventure.
game. I know a lot of people say like it looks a little bit
Today,
unpolished,
look
and
at
I've seen the
4
screenshots,
features
and
you
yeah,
can look forward to.
seems like they're really trying to rush
First,
this thing to
customizing your look.
coming out.
Once again, the latest entry in
I mean,
the
I really
series
like
lets
the
you
color
pick
in this
your
game. Looks
outfit.
really nice. You have to admit,
This
like
time, it's not
the
just tops
overworld
and
and-
bottoms, but a wide variety, including outerwear and gloves.
I thought you could do all this in like Pokemon X and Y.
Plus, you can change your hairstyle.
I don't know. I haven't played any of the new Pokemon games. Literally the only
put on
main
a little
Pokemon games
makeup.
I've played is
There's a lot more to
1 and
becoming
2.
a champion than simply honing your
Yellow and
battles.
Silver are the only two I've ever
Gotta
played
look
through.
the
I played a
part
bit of
too,
Emerald, but
don't
got
you
nowhere in
think?
it.
Second,
I also played Pokemon Mystery
Pokemon
Dungeon, like the first one on DS.
during
I
your
liked that
journey
game
through the
when I was a
Galar
kid,
region,
but
you can camp anytime at Pokemon
I still think the
Camp.
best Pokemon game is Pokemon Puzzle League.
Curry on rice.
You can make food for your
Camp is
Pokemon.
also a great place to
That's
cook
what
up
I'm
a dish
talking
that is
about.
very popular in
I
the
want
Galar
to feed
region.
my little boys.
Curry on rice.
I want to feed my
How
little
your
dudes.
curry turns out and what type it is ultimately depends on which berries
I just
and
realized
other
how
ingredients you use.
Disgusting. I want to feed my little
to
boys
mention the
sounded
heart you
like
put
once I
into
said that
it.
out loud. Pretend I said little dudes, okay? Please. For
There are more than
God.
100 types.
Ugh.
And each one you cook up will be registered in your curry deck.
So is that going to be similar to like
to master
the
the art of curry.
cooking in like Breath of
What's
Wild?
that Pokemon doing here?
I mean,
When it
again, I'm not
uses
really one to
surf or
watch for
dive during battle,
Pokemon
watch as
reactions.
it rises from the water,
I've been
along with
pretty
the
indifferent to
catch in its
Pokemon
mouth.
ever since I was a
If it takes damage in this
not a
setting,
kid
it will
anymore,
retaliate by
but-
spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's
I can throw a
exclusive
fish.
new ability.
Galar region.
They're really trying to push that thing out early, and I think that's
been
why
about a
it's
year
looking a
since we
little
began offering
unpolished.
Nintendo Switch Online memberships.
Has it been a year already?
With
God.
Nintendo Switch Online, we're
Super
providing a
Nintendo
variety of
games,
games and fun features.
Super Nintendo games,
And
Super
now,
Nintendo
we're looking to
games.
Add in an additional library of games.
Super.
It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment
Finally,
System
took a year to do this.
Switch
Come on,
Online.
come on.
With this, you can play a variety of
With this,
classic
you can
Super
play games that are
NES
actually
on
good.
Nintendo Switch.
not to knock NES. There's some great NES games up there, like Adventures of Lolo. Play Adventures of Lolo on NES. That is one of my favorite puzzle games ever.
Which will be available to play on another system for the first time.
So, are you
face off or team up in local multiplayer?
I just remembered because the NES stuff had online. Online Super Nintendo is actually pretty dope.
Oh, and the rewind function will be available from launch.
Okay, because that took them a while to put that in the NES one.
Here are the first games we plan to release.
Much stronger launch than the NES one. You got Mario World and Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid, Link to the Past.
Will launch tomorrow.
Good. You're actually putting a good chunk out at like a lot of the classics
we will
too.
eventually add more
Dreamland
to the
3. Dreamland 3 was so underrated when it came out.
Exclusively available to
That game
Nintendo
is
Switch
lovely looking.
Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge. Oh, you noticed this, did you?
I did notice that. Yeah.
To recapture the original feel of these games,
I never got
we
any of
will
those
be releasing
NES
a
Joy-Cons.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System
Oh,
Nintendo Switch Online
that's not a
exclusive
Joy-Con.
controller as a special offer. To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller.
USB
This
Type-C,
Super NES style controller will be available for
That's
purchase
not very expensive.
exclusively for Nintendo
I mean,
Switch
it's kind of a
Online
simple
members.
controller, but
Visit the Nintendo website for the latest
Wait, you have to get that
information
online
on
with
its
the
release.
Nintendo Switch Online.
Wouldn't
Is
it be
weird.
nice to play those
I'll
games
probably get that,
again
though,
with one of
'cause-
these controllers? Well, let's move on to some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Wait, are you gonna be able to play other games with that thing? What's that gonna be like?
Sure, you
Yeah,
know
I heard they were
Survive
actually
this.
updating Tetris 99 to have
Nintendo
like
Switch Online members, the large-scale puzzle battle game Tetris 99.
they're putting like a campaign mode in it or something.
Tetris 99 Invictus is here, and not for the faint of heart. You can't even play it until you achieve Tetris Maximus status. Can you survive against the best of the best?
Oh, it's like a high-level play
We're also
mode.
adding in daily missions for some added challenges. By clearing these missions,
I'm glad they're adding more to
you can
Tetris
acquire
99 because that
certain
game is
engines for a variety of custom
banging.
themes.
That game's so good. Like,
Sweet. To showcase your accomplishments, we're tossing in a vast
you know what that
array
looks
of
like?
new
Tetris
player
DS,
items, too.
the best Tetris game.
Beyond that, the second wave of paid DLC is here as well.
Yeah, they're doing like
Two-player share battle
download
mode.
stuff.
Pass a Joy-Con controller
I don't know
to
if
a
I'll
friend for
care
a
enough about it to
team against
get
each
that
other
stuff,
and
but
the CPU, and get together with friends to battle via local wireless.
weird
on
to have
Nintendo
DLC
Switch
for a free
systems
game, but I
and
mean, I
local
guess
arena
like
mode.
it was such a bare bones
4.0 update for Tetris
one
99
game
will be
mode. That game mode was
available
really fun,
tomorrow.
but I guess
A
like
packaged version, including the game, DLC,
Oh, you can
and a Nintendo
buy
Switch
it
Online
physically.
12-month individual membership will be available September 6th.
okay. Yeah, it depends on what the price is or
Mario
whatever.
and
Like if
Sonic
it's
are
free
ready to kick
Tetris,
it
then you
old
pay
school in
$5 more
Tokyo.
for more.
Mario and
That's
Sonic
like that's
at the
fine,
Olympic
but
Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more
I've
than
never
20
played any of these
events,
games.
including
I've
the
not
100
played a
meter,
single one of these. I
karate,
really wanted to when I was a
football,
kid when they first came out with the first one in like
skateboarding,
2007 or something.
rugby
But like
sevens, sport climbing, badminton, gymnastics, surfing.
the only thing I've ever really like
You know what?
really respected
more
this
where
series
that came
for
from.
is the renders. Look so good
Check
from the
out
series.
these 10 retro style events. Each
Yeah,
one
but
rocking
what
some
sucks about the
sweet
retro
80s
style ones is you
graphics.
can't play as any characters that didn't exist
They're
back
all
then.
new,
Like you
all
can't see
retro,
16-bit
and very
Shadow or
refreshing to
Blaze
play.
or Silver. Like that would have
On
been
top
cool
of
if they
that,
went back and
there are new
actually
minigames,
made new 2D
unlockable
sprites.
characters,
But
and a story mode in which
Yeah, I don't know.
Mario, Sonic, Bowser, and Dr.
Did they have
Eggman must escape
story
from
before?
a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games
That's
Tokyo
interesting.
2020 will go for the gold November 5th.
you ever see that render of Metal Sonic on the
Next,
bicycle?
Gamer X Machina
That thing
demo will be
cracks me
here
up.
Sooner than you think. Ahead of the full game's release next
Did-
week, the free
this thing-
demo
okay,
version
I was gonna
of
say, is that
Gamer
thing
X
out?
Machina
I guess it's coming
prologue
out
demo
next,
will be available for download
week.
later
I
today.
played the demo for this. I didn't
In
think
this
much of it.
prologue,
It just
you'll
seemed
land
like
your mech through the beginning of the game.
I mean, it's kind of
And
similar to
all of
like
your progress can carry
what was
over
that
to the
Kojima
full
mech
game.
game?
If you've never played
Zone
a
of the
mech
Enders,
action game,
which
and
I
you're
thought
wondering
those
what
games
they're
were just
all
like
about,
alright.
This is the perfect time to
you know.
take one for a test drive.
It seemed fine,
A
but
key feature of this demo is
I
the
don't know.
co-op mode for up to 4 players.
it's not something I'm gonna
Happy to
buy.
report that it can be played via local wireless. So, gather your friends and make the bosses feel like the little guys. The full game will also support online play.
It does
ready
look
by
really
customizing your
great
mech
visually
and honing
though.
your
That
skills on
frame
missions.
rate's chunking though.
What hides beneath your mech's armor? Hope to stop a rogue
Star Wars Jedi Knight 2.
Get your lightsaber at the ready.
This is an
Blaster in
old
hand,
ass game.
and prepare to wield the full power of the Force. courtesy of
Yeah, I was gonna say no wonder that render doesn't look good. It's like PS2 era render.
Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast.
Again, like
Nintendo Switch,
some people might be underwhelmed, but I'm glad they're just porting random old stuff. Because it just makes those games easier to get your hands on.
Upcoming games.
What else is on? Yeah, what else is new? Oh yeah.
Geralt of Rivia, Mercenary
Switcher
Monster
3.
Slayer. Your current contract? Tracking down a living weapon known as the Child of
I mean, a lot of people like obviously it doesn't look as good as the console or PC versions, but it still blows my mind that they got Witcher 3 running on a tablet.
Nintendo Switch on October 15th.
Like a lot of people, it's underpowered console. Look how small this thing is. Look how small this thing is. They have that running on this. That's nuts, you know.
In the Caribbean in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Then transform into
Yeah,
the Assassin's
that's
Hunter in
not
Assassin's
surprising.
Creed
I did the
Rogue.
Assassin's
That's
Creed
two
3
action-packed games for one
Switch
great
version,
value.
so,
All past
yeah.
single-player DLC and new features like touch control and motion aiming coming.
I feel like I'm the only
exclusively to
person on the
Switch
planet that
Assassin's
liked 3
Creed:
more
The
than
Rebel
4.
Collection.
Like the ship stuff was great, but anytime you're actually on land doing assassin stuff, I thought it was really boring.
Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your legacy,
I feel like
you'll
Odyssey
hone
did
your
a better
skills,
job of like
craft
kind
and
of
customize
having a
hundreds
better
of gear
flow
options,
between the on-land
and
stuff
team
and the
up with
ship
other
stuff.
players to take down boss-sized behemoths.
You felt like you had more
As
freedom
the
and less
focus
like,
moves
oh, I
forward,
have to
adding
use the
loads
ship
of new
now,
content
you know.
In anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch, and there's plenty more on the horizon.
I don't even know what this is. Probably should have been paying attention, but I'm too busy being an idiot.
Open your calendar. More games are on the way.
Yep. What do we got? Sizzle real time. This will probably be the end of it. You know what? They still haven't shown Bayonetta 3 gameplay. It's been a long time since they've... I don't know. That'll probably... You know what? I bet that's going to be like the... One more thing! Bayonetta 3 gameplay. That's going to be the last thing they show. Because it's been so long since they showed that thing. I just remember that. Though they said 2019 games, I don't know if that'll come out this year. What if they're like, Bayonetta 3, it comes out next month. Surprise! I don't know. Did they announce that before? They're putting Call of Cthulhu on the Switch? I have that on PS4, I haven't played it yet. I hear it's like, not super great, but it looks like something I'd be interested in, so I got myself a copy. Devil May Cry 2! Yeah, the one everyone likes. Oh, they're putting Vampire on Switch. Is that... Or am I thinking Vampire the Masquerade? Maybe that's not the game I think it is.
How's everything going?
Hi.
Next up, Animal Crossing: New Horizons. We revealed many details about the game back in June, so we prepared
Hey,
a video
I really
covering
like
what was
Animal
announced.
Crossing.
Let's see,
I
shall
didn't
we?
think they were gonna show more Animal Crossing. Hi, Animal Crossing, I love you. Is he? Look at these, like his pajamas looking clothes. The way the leaves are blowing in the wind, that looks so good. So I'm still wondering if Isabel's going to be in this game or not, because some people are thinking she's
the deserted island getaway
going to be skipping out on this game.
A laid-back, relaxing time and a haven of nature awaits.
Which I wouldn't complain. I kind of like the idea of Tom Nook being in the spotlight this time instead of just being the store owner.
The time has come to get into the groove of deserted island life. It may be a deserted island, but the resident services building at its center is here to support your needs.
So do you build
there's
like
nothing
the
to
villager
worry
houses
about.
too?
For starters, we'll provide you with a tent.
We'll give you a tent.
Please select the spot where you'd like it set up. Oh, and there's something else. We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone. It comes pre-installed with a variety of apps for all your deserted island needs, including recipes for crafting tools and furniture.
I forgot this game had
Let's
crafting.
start by crafting an
That
apps.
sounds so interesting,
We're
like
going
for
to need
Animal
some
Crossing.
materials.
So Animal Crossing is all about getting stuff,
Like
but like you would only
branches.
just sell it or give it to the museum, and now that has a greater component to it.
Stones.
It
Then
sounds like
we'll
such a
head
good
to
idea.
Resident Services and use the workbench.
I'm gonna make a flimsy axe.
Nicely done.
I mean, the comparisons to Minecraft are really
You can
easy
use
because
the
there's
tools you
crafting
craft
and you're
to
making
acquire
tools,
new
same ones you'd
materials.
see in Minecraft, but
This.
Obviously, systematically it's going to
those,
work a lot different
you
because
can
Animal Crossing is such a
craft
significantly
more
different game. And I'm all for it. Like, I
Feel
cannot...
free to place furniture
I cannot wait to play this
inside
thing. I'm gonna like... You're not gonna see me
or
for a while when this thing
outside.
comes out. Like, when New Leaf came out, like, I was
Fine-tune the
like,
arrangement
gone
so
for
that the decor
days.
expresses your style. And you can fully
Oh, you can
enjoy
move it
the
like half a
deserted island
space.
life.
That's interesting.
Let's head back to Resident Services. Here we sell tools and furniture. We also buy your unwanted items.
That's interesting.
including
That's all in a
pizza
menu
removed
now
as
instead
part
of
our island cleanup
physically being
plan.
in the...
In addition to the usual in-game
A little less
courtesy bells,
fun,
you can
but I
also
guess that
earn
is
Nook
streamlined.
miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can exchange your miles for special items and recipes.
That kind of reminds me
You'll
of the
earn
point
miles
system
through a
from
host
City
of
Folk.
activities on the island,
But of course, the
so
way
be
you
sure to
get
take advantage
those
of this
Nook
program.
miles works a lot different.
There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted
They're gonna show a new
island.
fish. Check this out. They're gonna catch the fish. It's gonna be a new one.
Catch
Or
some
they're not
bugs,
gonna show the fish at all.
tend to
Okay.
flowers, and pick them to make a garland. Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses.
Oh, we can make stuff out of weeds, so they're not just a...
A vaulting pole makes it easy
Annoying
to quickly
thing.
cross a river.
Like, that is such a... Anyone that plays Animal
nutritious
Crossing,
snack
and they're not at
will
the
help you
point where you
shovel
have
up a
enough
tree in
bridges
no
in your
time.
town yet, they know how big a freaking deal that is, that you
Find
can
it
vault
somewhere
over
else
a...
to change
God, that was
things
so
up in that
annoying,
corner of the
going all
island.
the way around it every time.
The scenery changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall, and enough wind to shake the trees.
That looks so good, the way
Depending on the time
leaves all
of day
move.
and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
No, that's an old fish. That's a pond smelt. Oh, those fish are a lot more
Social
wiggly than they
types
were.
who live together on the same
Catching those
island
wiggle fish.
Can play simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system. We hope you enjoy
On
living
one-
together and working together.
Usually it
in the
was
same
just a
space.
between systems thing.
With
Now
a
you can just
local
play on
wireless or
one.
internet connection.
God.
You can travel to another.
I can't wait
player's
to have,
island
like,
for a total
7
of 8
friends in my town
players
just
in
digging
one
around.
Visit. The whole scene feels meant to be. Why not snap a photo with everyone and make it a lasting memory?
That
How's
running
Deserted
speed
Island like
looks a
looking?
lot
What
faster
we've shown
than
you
before.
here today is truly just the beginning. There's so much more waiting to be discovered. So
are
many
big mushrooms.
activities, animals to encounter, and more calling to you from the island.
It is.
We can't
Okay, I
wait
gotta
for
tell you,
to
it's such a treat
experience
seeing,
the
like,
Nook Inc. Deserted
A lot of
Island getaway
villagers with the
package.
new models and shaders. That they look really good. God, that game looks really good. That game looks really good.
So, how'd it look?
I think it looks
There's still a bit
very
more time
fun.
until the game launches, so please stay tuned.
Like, it's not that far away. It's
All
only
right,
like half a
the
year.
next game
like
will
March
be our last
2020.
announcement of the day. Please give it a look.
Bayonetta 3. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. Xenoblade. Xenoblade. That's Xenoblade 1. This is Xenoblade 1 music. This is Xenoblade 1's... Are they remaking Xenoblade? The Chronicles? Are they remaking Xenoblade Chronicles 1? They're remaking Xenoblade Chronicles.
Do you wish to change it? Huh? The future.
Or is this another thing? No, they're remaking Xenoblade Chronicles. Wow. Because Xenoblade Chronicles is such an amazing game, but the graphics look like dog shit? That is a very good thing. Like, oh my god, that looks a lot better. God. Oh. dude, like you have no idea how much I love that first Xenoblade Chronicles. Like I like X a lot as well, and I didn't care a whole lot for 2, but like
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles,
I didn't expect that at all.
released in 2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be reborn.
For a second, I thought he said
on
this is
Switch
coming in
as
2012.
Xenoblade
That made no
Chronicles
sense. Yeah,
Definitive Edition.
okay, I see what he means now.
The game is planned for release in 2020.
That was
Please look
expected.
forward to more announcements in the future.
I mean, I don't even
That's
know
it
if I'm
for
gonna
today.
play that, but
Thank you for
that's so nice that they're taking that thing and making it look that much better and putting it on the Switch as well. Because it was on 3DS, but who's gonna want to play Xenoblade on 3DS? Stay tuned for a Banjo thing. I mean, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm just gonna download Banjo right now. Is that update available now? Can I download that now? Yeah. Like I thought, there wasn't like a super whole lot of like crazy cool stuff in there, but like like always, there's the surprises. Like the Xenoblade remake, didn't expect that. It's nice to see some more Animal Crossing details. I didn't think they were gonna show that. I figured that would be like saved for like an early 2020 direct. But I guess there is a lot to Animal Crossing, so they could spread they could spread news throughout a couple of directs. Can I update this now? Checking for updates. You were using the latest version. Come on. When are you gonna put that update? The direct's over. Maybe it already updated? I don't know. Yeah, that was an alright direct. That new Smash character is exactly what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be the fighting game character from SNK, which is... Again, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are stoked about that, but personally, I prefer when they have non-fighting game characters, because I find them more interesting and creative. Also, I've never played It's also easy for me to say that because I've never played any of those fighting games by SNK, so I'm just pretty indifferent to them. But yeah, the more than 5 DLC characters is a big deal. I always thought Crash Bandicoot has to be one of them. I'm not terribly big a fan of Crash, but that just seems like the last gigantic era-defining mascot character that they would have in there. Because they got Banjo, Mario, Mega Man, Pac-Man. They gotta have Crash. Come on. Yeah. All right. Bye. Okay, just one little more thing. I was on Twitter. I was tapped out. Fucking Megalovania starts playing, and I look back and it's this. What? What?